Okay, we are doing some prison news. Um, there has been a little outcry from the prison services that the 1.80 Ghana, 1 CD 80 pesos, oh, Ghana CD daily feeding grant is not helping at all. The prison services have complained about the little cost of feeding for inmates in the various prisons across the country. When they receive the foods, the monies and all those things, and they do their calculation, they realize that to every individual prisoner, what the person gets is like 1 CD 80 pesos. You see, the service said that despite the increasing cost, and now cost of living too is going high, and despite the increasing cost of living, the feeding grant for the inmates is still 1 CD 80 pesos. It's not even up to 2 CDs. You get it? The Eastern Regional Commander of the service, that was the Deputy Director of Prisons, Mr. Samuel Ponsa. He also said it in a meeting of the Judicial Committee of the Council of State at the Nsawam, as in Nsawam prison, the Nsawam medium security prison, that the situation is making feeding inmates difficult. Right now, I think it's a matter of priority that's happening there right now. You see, because there are more. I think that's what I think. Because there are more pressing issues. Government and all those who are involved in seeing to this would put those most pressing issues, ahead of things like prison. Because prison crowd will see you like, you are condemned. That kind of thing. You get what I'm saying exactly. So it's not like they don't really care. It's just that they are put at the bottom of the most important things right now. All these things that are happening, e-levy and the rest. Now we should go and put money into prison. You get it? So that kind of thing. But let me just continue with the story. So the feeding rate of 1 CD 80 pesos is for 3 square meals. That's even the most horrific thing. It's not like 1 CD 80 pesos in the morning, 1 CD 80 pesos in the afternoon, and then maybe 1 CD 80 pesos in the evening. That would be like, okay, even though it's small, at least even if you tabulate and add those 1 CD 80 pesos times, so you get at least around 5 CDs. You get it, and you can at least, though it's not too manageable, you can at least say, okay, well, it's something. But the 1 CD 80 pesos ratio, no, it's for a whole day. You get it. So as a result, the prison services are saying that they are not able to honor their obligations with regards to the supplies that they have been receiving, and this has been happening for guess how long? For over a year now. And they've not really been complaining too much because they realize it's not too much of a they don't want to be too much of a burden to the government. But now the thing is that now that the prices of things are rising, the high cost of living, fuel prices and all those things, now the amount of money you used to buy something is not the same as it used to be anymore. Some of these people, their allowances are not increased. So when you are giving the same amount of money to this person to take care of another person, and they are giving them the same amount to take care of that person, it becomes difficult. They themselves, their own card, they have not even spoken about it too. This one is the prison people's own. You get it? So as at now, they are claiming that the suppliers are refusing to supply them food because they are owing them for more than 1 year. The prison services, they receive these things for some suppliers who are very close to this agriculture and farming places. So they get it in bulk from them, and they've been always telling them, oh, when the government comes, he'll give us the money. Oh, when those type of things. And now one of the suppliers are saying, no, we are not going to supply you food anymore. You get it? So they want to ask the government to increase the feeding grants for them so that they'll be able to give their inmates at least a good 3 square meals a day. You get it? We know they are prisoners, but come on, they are also human beings, okay? So let's see what can be done for them, because he said though 5 CDs would still be inadequate, it will at least be manageable to give the inmates some balance and some little nutritious meals. At least, even if there will not be enough protein, let them be some carbohydrate and some vegetables. I'm sure that one they should not miss that one, especially the vegetables and toast. So In this regard, they are appealing to governments and also benevolent organizations, those who have a loving heart, those who like to do this, you know, good life, showing love, kindness type of thing, to assist them to go into at least large scale farming, so that they can even make up for the feeding deficit. So if at least they have some large piece of land that they can get these prisoners to go and work on, you get it. So that at least if they are doing these works on the farm, when the farm yields some harvest, at least they'll be able to feed the prisoners with it, so that it shouldn't be too much of a burden on the government. Let them do some yam farms, maybe try some tilapia fish farming too. You get it. Let's get these prisoners to work. I mean, they are able-bodied people, let them work, let them move their bodies, and in that way we are getting food for them without even worrying too much about asking the government for all these monies. So that's one of the things they are also suggesting. Also, additionally, Mr. Amposa is saying that the service was faced with some logistical challenges as well. Sometimes keeping up with some data, and also some getting some the right office formulation in some areas is not really working well, even including operational vehicles. Some of the vehicles they need to transport new prisoners to the place, some that they need to move certain prison items from one place to another. They are not working well. The vehicles are bad. And also they had these scanners which they used to do searches if they want to locate a prisoner quickly. How do locate his ward, his cell, his place of sleep, his place of movement, all those things. Their scanners are not really up to date anymore. Also, they are complaining of inadequate medical supplies. Sometimes though they are prisoners and they are condemned to almost die. Sometimes they need to be taken care of, and the supplies they receive from the medical agencies are not really adequate anymore. It's like of late they are getting the expired ones. You get it. If the medicine expires, then it will come. So it's not really too good to give a sick prisoner expired medicine. I don't think it will do very well for them. Also, this issue of do prisoners deserve to be healed. I mean, come on. No matter how bad they have been, they are in prison. You get it. So I mean, what can be better than that? I mean, you don't let them to get sick again, and they are in prison. I think it's enough for them. So let's heal them when they are not too well and they are sick. You get it. Let's give them some little healing. Other issues also that were mentioned, apart from the food and all these things, was that some of the ICT equipment needed to digitalize their operations, so that they could meet modern trends, and the way they'll get some of these information and work it on some databases are also not up to date, and we need to be sure of that, so that we can be sure that our prisoners are in the prison houses. They don't find some ways or some loopholes to escape, and then when it's time for us to locate them, we cannot find them. You get it. Because every day people are going to prison, every day somebody is doing something. People are just fooling around everywhere, every time. So every day there somebody goes to prison. As for that one day, people have to go to prison. You understand? It's part of life. And so when they go to prison like that, sometimes you want to be sure that they are still there. You want to be sure and check on their doing their app. The way they are up, the way they behave in prison. When you are looking for them, it's a problem, because there are so many faces. You know how their faces, sometimes prison faces, they all look like the same. So they are all one, just like that. The face is just like that. All the faces are one. So you need to have this sort of equipment and technology to be able to quickly identify, okay, prisoner A, so and so. Hey, you get it. Because if you want to go and look in all of those prison faces, try and locate the person, it may be a very long task for you to do. So all of those things were also included, and they are hoping that the prison facility will also be expanded, because they're saying that the prison is overstretched and it's currently holding like 2,934 inmates. Apart from the 770 people it was originally constructed to contain, it wasn't supposed to exceed even 1,000. First it was 717, and then it went to 1,000, and now it's 2,934. So it's almost 3,000. And new prisoners are coming every day. Every day somebody does something that will take the person to prison. You get it? And the judges too are jailing people. You get it? Because hey, people are doing things that deserve jailing. You understand? So right now, when they did their last calculation of the prison inmates, they found out that there were 2,934. So even sleeping is not easy. Now somebody has to sleep on somebody, and another person has to sleep on another person's leg. They sleep like sort of sideways and on each other. It's amazing, because you have to find the best position. And some of these prisoners have complained that it's not easy, because sometimes some people, when they sleep, they open their mouth. Good. So when your mouth is open like that, and your head is around somebody's leg, when the person is moving the leg, the person's leg can enter your mouth. You understand? So you are sleeping, but somebody's leg is in your mouth. It's not easy at all. And I remember one time we interviewed one of the prisoners. He told us that his problem was that anytime he sleeps, there's guy in front of him. The guy turns his buttocks to face his head. Now that is not a problem. The buttocks facing the guy's head is not a problem, but when they are sleeping, especially at the 1 a.m., the guy can release some flatulence. Those kind wicked crazy flatulence that can stain the whole place, and the scent will remain there till like 5 in the morning. His problem is that his head is directly facing the guy's buttocks. So even like in the afternoon, later in the day, when they are they are going about their normal activities, people come near his head and they say, your head smells like flatulence. You get it? Or over his head, because he has released they've been releasing bombardment of prison flatulence on the guy's head. So please, we are begging of you, government, to do your best to expand the prison facilities. That as if they reach 5,000, all our prisons will be smelling of different types of flatulence, and that even the staff may not be able to take it anymore. So please, let Muma and from film kakra Muma and from film why now prison for your more bread. Anyway, also if the prison are expanded, it will help, because there's also going to be an easier way to get prisoners to understand that there are things that they could do differently to enjoy life. Sometimes when they are too crowded like that, when you want to give them a message, they don't really get it, because one or two people are distracting the other. But when there's enough space and they are well spaced, this problem will not be there. So let's see what we can do about that. But right now the most important thing is the food, because the food is needed for the stomach. It's not easy at all. So let's do it for them. Because of that, sometimes they prepare any type of food for them. They prepare whatever they get. You get it? They can just pour palm oil in a big basin, just cut some vegetables inside, and they produce it to them. Sometimes they get macaroni, they just boil it in some oil. Sometimes they don't even get the correct oil. Imagine they do indomie with palm oil sometimes for them, and it's not easy. So these prisoners are eating food like there's some food called zontoli. I'm telling you, there's a lot you don't know that is happening in this prison facility. So please, let's see what we can do for them. I'm sure some of you are seeing on the screens the things they eat and some of the things they go through. Okay, so viewers and listeners, I think it's time we bring this video to an end on this, and we'll conclude. What do you think? Is it a right for the government to do something about this prison facilities, especially during this time that the government is doing its best to get the economy back in shape? Should we forget about the prisoners at least for some 2 years before we go and attend to them, or should we attend to them now because they are part of the nation? Remember, this is the time that government is using all this e-levy, this reduction of allowances and things, just to make sure our economy is stable. If we want to go and use this money for the prisoners again, that means maybe the economy will be back to its knees. So you get it. So everybody has their own opinion. So please leave whatever you think in the comment section below, and then we'll see which way is the best way to go. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Do your best to stay out of prison. Don't commit crimes, and have a very nice day.